Boosh. Hey guys, happy Friday, happy leg day. We are feeling a lot better today. I can't wait to get in there and smash it. Uh, One thing I'm dealing with right now, I don't know if you've ever dealt with this before. Have you ever tied your shoelace too tight on like an old pair of shoes and it starts strangling your foot? That's what I have going on right now, man. I keep jostling my foot around. I'm like banging it on the floor. I'm like, loosen up a little bit, you know? So, I remember this one time. I was out to dinner at this place, and it's like a lower calorie place. One of their things is like everything's under 500 calories. The food's really good though. But, whenever they make something like that, obviously, the sodium is through the roof. So it's salty as can be. So just to add some flavor to it, right? So I was leaving, I'm like, my feet are swelling up to the point where when I was driving, I reached down, I untied my shoe, I just took it off, threw it over in the other seat. I'm like, get off me before I gotta cut my leg off, man? So, but I digress. So today's leg day. Body feels a lot better today for sure. So a little something going on back here, and my ears are still popped. So that's fun. I've been trying to unpop it for like 2 days straight, and it either gets a little bit better or a lot worse right away. But I'm not going to stop because I got it yesterday once, and for about 5 minutes I could hear crystal clear. There's no foggy, there's no nothing. Oh, you don't realize how spoiled you are until you're a little sick one day. You take your hearing for granted, you take your smelling for granted, you take everything for granted. So, it may take your strength for granted too, your body. Because you don't realize, or you do, but how much we love the train and how good our body always feels every day until we can't really use it as efficiently as we'd like to. And you try to use it and you're just dragging. That's a rough feeling. Man, I'll tell you what's even worse is there's people that let's just take your shittiest day ever, right? Like, you pulled an all-nighter with the flu. So let's just say an all-nighter with the flu when you're hungover, all right? So, as you can imagine, that next morning, excuse me, you're probably not feeling great. Look at me, I'm embodying the character, right? You're probably not feeling great. So, and man, that's how people just feel on like their good days. It's kind of incredible how people just go through life feeling like absolute dog crap because they don't take care of themselves. Hello, Mr. Tractor Trailer. I'm gonna get in front of you before you kill me. Thank you. Oh, your friend is here. So I'm on the expressway. Trying to get away from these big boys. I'll tell you, I'm not a guy that fears much, as far as I know. Besides the obvious stuff like I'd prefer not to drown, I'd prefer not to be burned alive. But man, when I'm next to one of those tractor trailers, I do everything in my power to just get away from it. Because if a car hits you, it's not great, but you'll be alright. If a tractor trailer doesn't see you and it hits you, man, it's a problem now. If somebody's Prius bumps into me and my shoulder breaks the Prius, well then, man, that's an unfortunate day, but you'll be alright. But if a tractor trailer isn't looking and just whoop, swerves into you, you have a bigger problem. Because I'm strong, I ain't that strong. I don't think that would go too well for John. So, God, I lost my train of thought a little bit. Whew. What are we talking about, guys? Help me out. Ah, shit. You know, I'm drawing a blank right now, but we'll come back to it maybe. Or maybe never again. It's a thought lost in the void of all the fog you can see in the background of my window right now. It's like the weather it's been in New York in the past couple weeks. It's just been gloomy and dead outside. So I embodied my inner Rich Piana yesterday. I was slamming down a pint of Ben and Jerry's, just thinking to myself, like, man, I gotta put some weight back on after losing it from being sick. I'm sitting there eating the pint of ice cream, and I'm remembering one of his real old videos. Well, I guess they're all real old now, right? But it was the one where he opens the freezer and it's just full of Ben and Jerry's, and he's going, "Fuck is this shit? This isn't my shit," and he closes it. You know, it's amazing if we could look into the actual cupboards, the fridges, the refrigerators of these people that we idolize that think they eat the cleanest in the world, and they would never touch a cookie, God forbid, right? And see what's really in there. God, that'd be a reality show, huh? You know, you see the vegan teacher with a sirloin steak in the freezer and beef tallow. Can you imagine? Could you imagine? That'd be great. I'd pay to watch that show. You see me with a cupboard full of vegetables. I'm actually a vegan. Every steak I've ever posted was just Play-Doh. Some damn good looking Play-Doh. At that, it's about as healthy as vegan food, eating Play-Doh. So, I mean, it's not too far off, right? But I was eating Ben and Jerry's last night watching the... I was looking for something to watch and I couldn't figure out what I wanted to put on. Came across the Super Mario Brothers movie. Never saw it. I put it on. Man, it was a great little fun movie, I gotta say. So, I heard good things about it for a long time, and I always wanted to check it out. I just like seeing what's out there, you know? And one thing I love about Nintendo is really Japanese culture in general. You know, anime, things like that, is they couldn't care less what's going on with the world. They're just making things that they want to make, and if you don't like it, you can fuck right off. So they're not trying to put any secret agendas or anything in there, blah, 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 blah. They're just going, here's a great movie. Mario's not kissing, you know, a Donkey Kong for some bestiality-friendly content. It's just, here's a great, fun movie. Enjoy. You don't like it? Turn it off. We need more of that, man. Where people made things to make things and for the art of it, and because it was the right thing to make. You know, not trying to push some weird agenda on kids or anything like that. It's silly. It's just silly, man. You know, like I say, you do you, just keep the kids out of it. Keep the freaking kids out of it, man. So, back to leg day, I guess. I'm feeling good today. I have no idea how strong I'm feeling anymore, because yesterday, I would say I'm not feeling strong, but yesterday threw me for a complete loop to where my workout was phenomenal, so I really have no idea right now. One thing I will say is, I'm going to go in there, excuse me, I didn't sleep well last night. I'm going to go in there and have a good workout for sure, no matter what. I can tell that's in me right now. I'm not going to be reaching for any new crazy heavy PRs. I say that now until I freaking get in there, right? But because I still want my body to finish healing itself, immune system wise. And when you thresh the central nervous system on something like a heavy back day or a heavy leg day, it really does hinder your body's ability to get better with its immune system. So that's the plan right now, at least. Who knows what'll happen when I get in there, because that was the plan yesterday, right? And we ended up throwing up the 135s for upright rows. I don't know, man. I'm in a good mood today. I love it. It's all good things, good people, you know. And you know what? Ended on a high note. On that note, guys, I'll see you inside. And let's see what we can do today, huh? Let's see what we can do. All right, so, donkey calf raises. For me, they're one of my favorite calf movements. With these little green shorts now, I gotta tuck this in a little bit. Otherwise, it looks like I got no pants on. We stacked it out. We had to throw a couple plates on there, so let's see what we can do. Oh boy, okay.